Namaste and welcome to Devi Mandir in Denver, Colorado. This is Yamajit, and thank you so very much for joining me for our Tuesday satsang. This is part 17 of our series, Kali for Everyone. And this is also, well, counting last week, the start of our series within the series on the Trika lineage of Kashmir Shaivism. And so tonight we're honoring the first of the three Trika goddesses, the goddess Para. I'd like to say namaste to Bryce, who's joining right now, and anybody else who happens to be tuning in. Please feel free to say hello using the chat function on the bottom of your screen. Quick announcement. This coming Friday, 7 p.m., is our monthly Cho practice, being that Friday is the beginning of the month, August 1st. And I'm going to be sharing with you a guided Cho meditation of my own composition. And I hope that you'll be enjoying that. And then next Tuesday, 7 p.m., will be part 18 of our Kali for Everyone series, the second part of our Trika series. And I'll be sharing with you the goddess Para Para. So let's go ahead and move into the satsang. And for our satsang, I'm going to be reading some passages from the third book of my Kali meditation series, available on Amazon Kindle. And so to begin, I'd like to refer to this picture of all three of the Trika goddesses. Triads of goddesses are universal occurrences in the world's pantheons. So some examples would be the three fates in Greek mythology, the three faces of the Greco-Roman goddess Hecate, the Norns in Norse spirituality, and also the powers of creation, maintenance, and destruction, Sarasvati, Lakshmi, and Parvati, respectively. Other triads in Hindu-based philosophy include the three subtle bodies, the gross, subtle, and causal bodies, the three gunas, tamas, rajas, and sattvas, the doshas in Ayurveda, vata, kapha, and pitta, and the essential states of consciousness, waking, dreaming, and dreamless sleep. The philosophy of non-dual Shaiva Tantra. There are three powers, or Shaktis, of manifestation: Icha Shakti, the power of will; Jnana Shakti, the power of knowledge; and Kriya Shakti, the power of action. And in the Trika lineage of non-dual Shaiva Tantra, the three Shaktis are represented by three goddesses: Para for Icha Shakti, the white goddess in the center; Para for Jnana Shakti, the red goddess; and Apara for Kriya Shakti, the black goddess, and also the most fierce of the three. In some traditions, they are regarded as aspects of Kali in the role of the supreme divine feminine, hence why we are including them in this series for Kali for Everyone. And also, this is something very unusual. I think a lot of you may not have heard of the Trika lineage or these goddesses before. I'd like to say namaste to Elizabeth, who's joining us. The goddess Para, who we see pictured here, is associated with the goddess Sarasvati, the Shakti of creation. In tantric practice, the goddess Matangi exists as Kali in the form of Sarasvati. Matangi is illustrated with blue skin, and like many forms of Kali, she sits upon a throne wearing a red sari with Sarasvati's stringed instrument, the veena. Her four hands hold a club or trident, a sword, an elephant goad, and a noose. A form of Chamunda Kali from the Kathmandu Valley also holds the elephant goad and noose, and that is Sveta Kali, the white Kali, who we see, in this small statuette here. Svetukali is also known as Nardevi, the goddess of humanity. She's also known as Neta Ahima, the grandmother who leads us toward the center, and Sita Kali, the Kali of truth. Nardevi performs Ma Sarasvati's function as guru or teacher by guiding her children to ultimate knowledge of the divine presence in all things beyond ego and dualistic thinking. In the story of the king of Patan, lost on a hunting trip, this form of the Divine Mother essentially helps him to find courage during a time when he was literally petrified with fear for his physical body. In reality, the king, even slightly more conscious of his situation, he would have clearly noticed the lights emitted from the lamps and fires of the nearby city-state of Kathmandu in the distance, and realized he wasn't lost at all. In the dead faint he experienced, he was like Lord Shiva prostrate on the ground just before Ma Kali steps upon him, causing him to be revitalized, just as we are essentially dead to the true nature of reality until awareness of the divine awakens us. In parallel to Sarasvati's function as the Shakti of creation, Nardevi Svetakali is regarded as the mother of the virgin goddess Kumari, who is believed to have given birth to the universe from her womb. In Nardevi Temple in Kathmandu, Svetakali is shown flanked by Kumari and Ma Durga, and the south-faced goddess Vadahi, who helped in shaping the surface of the primordial earth as she dug into the ground with her tusks. As the mother of the creative force, Svetakali Nardevi is therefore the divine will, which is underlying creation, like her Trika counterpart Para. As mentioned before, her white skin is the color of the bone underlying flesh. Just as the divine essence within us all underlies the layers of the ego and the intellect. Go further in the chapter here. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, and that's what I have written on Svetakali. I want to say something about a couple of mantras for the goddess Para. So, as I mentioned, Para is the goddess associated with Icha Shakti, the power of will. And if we look at this image, we see that she is holding a mala, hence association with the word and the power of mantra. She's holding a book of knowledge, a scriptural book. She's also holding a trident, and that's associated with those three forces, Icha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, and Power Shakti. The central post of the trident also represents Sushumna Nadi, and Sushumna Nadi is the central channel that Kundalini rises up during acts of meditation. The two other prongs of the trident, those represent Ida and Pingla, the other two nadis. And okay. And it looks like I have a question coming up on the screen. So good morning to Sneha. And the source material that I was reading is my own book, Kali Meditation, Book 3. So those are daily, the subtitle to that is Daily Rituals to the Oldest Form of Kali is Worshipped in the Kathmandu Valley. You can find my third book via Amazon Kindle. So thank you so much for asking that. Getting back to our Para Devi image, she has the third eye in her forehead, so she is accessible to all states of consciousness. And she also holds a skull cup. And that skull cup represents the transformation of consciousness. And she's also displaying the mudra of giving boons, the gifts that come through knowledge. And she's also displaying a Bhaya mudra, the mudra of displaying dispelling fear. Say a little bit more about the Trika. There's, let's see if I can find that. I'm going to actually pull up another picture for us. Just bear with me. So this is the yantra of the Trika lineage. And we see the trident as the central symbol. And then we see the three lotuses above, the white lotus for Para or Icha Shakti, the red lotus for Para Para and Jnana Shakti, and the blue lotus for Kriya Shakti or the goddess Apara. And we'll be honoring Apara and Pada in the next couple of weeks. And another related illustration is here. This individual in meditation and superimposed by the trident and these same three goddesses. So an important mantra for Para Para that we're going to be using for our puja is Om Sauh Icha Shakti Namah. So Om Sauh Icha Shakti, that power of will, Namah, to whom we bow. And then I'm going to say a little bit more about our meditational mantra, which is going to be the single Bij mantra, Sauh. So 1,000 years ago, the tantric sage Abhinavagupta penned his encyclopedic work Tantra Loka, or Light on the Tantras. The 30th chapter of this scriptural volume discusses the use of mantras in meditative and devotional practice. Abhinavagupta wrote of a simplified form of tantric initiation where a student would be empowered with the three wisdom goddesses' mantras, which was regarded to be so powerful that their daily repetition could serve as a substitute for more traditional initiation ceremony involving studying under a guru. As a matter of historical interest, I am providing these mantras probably for the first time in a book of this nature. The mantra of the goddess Para is and the principle of Icha Shakti itself, the power of will, is the single syllable Sauh. Sauh is known as the Para Bija, the seed mantra associated with creative expansion of the universe. Chanting this mantra can also aid in relieving anxiety and also depression. So a little bit about the Sauh mantra that we'll be using. So let's go ahead and go into our puja and our meditation. Oh, one other thing I'll show you. This is an illustration of Devi from a modern divination deck. This is the Buddha Wisdom deck. And the text at the bottom of this card says, Para, the ancient tantric mother goddess, origin of all goddesses, mother energy, pours forth life. So Jema Para, Jema Para, Jema Para Devi. And then something else I'll mention is if you look back on some previous videos on this channel, you'll find another video on Ma Para Devi as well. And so I encourage everybody to look back and take a look at that. And Jagesh, thank you for joining us. Got a nice group joining us tonight. So I invite you at this point to find a comfortable seated position where you can look at your screen and our image of Para Devi with a relaxed gaze. Maybe roll the shoulders back to open the chest so your breath can be fuller and deeper. And let's begin with slow, deep, yogic style breathing. Breathing deeply. Taking a moment to prepare for the work we're about to do. Breathing out the cares and concerns of the day and the worries of tomorrow. And focusing our awareness on the present moment. Let each breath bring us into deeper and deeper relaxation, and also give us a sense of safety and security. And there are 3 stages to the breath. There is the inhalation, there is the exhalation, and there is the slight pause between those 2 things. The slight pause between inhaling and exhaling. And Para Devi herself is that slight pause. So as we breathe, I invite you to think about that power of will. The will to create, the will to transform, the will to heal, and the will to learn. And focusing your breath and your attention on your heart center, I invite you to take a moment to get in touch with that Divine Mother's presence within yourself, remembering she is with you always. And I also invite you to think of some aspect of your life that is ready for healing or transformation, a resolution. And just acknowledge that taking part in our meditation this evening is an important step toward receiving what you most need at this time. And hopefully you have your puja set with you. And I invite you to join me in making the offerings. And I invite you to bring the palms of your hands together at your heart center. And let's open our practice by chanting that single seed syllable Sauh 3 times. Deep inhale. Sauh. Inhale again. Sauh. One more inhalation. So I invite you to join me in repeating our puja mantra, Om Sauh Icha Shaktiye Namah. Om Sauh Icha Shaktiye Namah. Taking some water from your pot, placing it in your hand, cleansing your hands. Om Sauh Icha Shaktiye Namah. With your right hand, anointing your third eye and your heart center. Om Sauh Icha Shaktiye Namah. Taking a spoonful of water to cleanse your altar. Om Sauh Icha Shaktiye Namah. Taking the bottom of bottle of perfume oil, placing some on your middle or ring finger. Om Sauh Icha Shaktiye Namah. Anointing your devotional image and your third eye. Om Sauh Icha Shaktiye Namah. With your right hand, taking up the food item on your altar. Om Sauh Icha Shaktiye Namah. And offering the food to the Divine Mother. Om Sauh Icha Shaktiye Namah. Lighting your flame and offering the flame. Om Sauh Icha Shaktiye Namah. Om Sauh Icha Shaktiye Namah. Offering your flame. Om Sauh Icha Shaktiye Namah. Lighting your incense. Om Sauh Icha Shaktiye Namah. Then placing it in the holder. Om Sauh Icha Shaktiye Namah. Offering a little water to cool the atmosphere. Om Sauh Icha Shaktiye Namah. And finally, taking a flower and offering a flower. Om Sauh Icha Shaktiye Namah. Om Sauh Icha Shaktiye Namah. Bowing to the divine. Om Sauh Shaktiye Namah. Jemapada. Jemapada. Jemapada Devi Namah. Jema. 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 So now I invite you to join me in chanting the single Bij mantra Sauh, the mantra of Para, the mantra of the divine power of will, the mantra of the creation of new realities in your lives. You can join me in chanting, or you can simply meditate in silence. This can be an open-eyed meditation focusing upon our divine image, Mother Image, or it can be a closed-eye meditation. But either way, let the mantra guide your consciousness to where it needs to be at this time. Jemapada. Jemapada. Jemapada Devi. Sauh. 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 Breathing deeply, taking some time to meditate in a place of stillness and silence, and allowing yourself to fully integrate the energies of the mantra and feel that mantra within yourself, working toward the creation of new realities within your life. Offering your mala. Offering another flower. Jemapada. Jemapada. Jemapada Devi. Nama. Jemapada. Jemapada. Jemapada Devi Nama. Jemapada. Jemapada. Jemapada Devi Nama. Jema. 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 So I invite you now to slowly bring the palms of your hands together at your heart center. Again, acknowledging the Divine Mother's presence within yourself, and knowing that in taking part in our practice tonight, you're taking a strong step toward receiving what you need at this time. And as always, thinking of ways in which that divine energy can flow through us in helping others as well. And taking a moment to also give gratitude to yourself for taking part in this practice this evening, knowing you can repeat these mantras anytime that you have need. Om Sauh Icha Shaktiye Namah. And just the simple seed mantra, Sauh. And slowly opening your eyes. Namaste. Blessings always. Thank you so very much for joining me this evening. And Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Thank you. So I want to thank everybody for joining me this evening. We had a nice group joining live, including Bryce, Elizabeth, get these names right, Sneha, Jagesh, and RW. Thank you so very much for joining me. I look forward to you also joining me Friday for our Cha guided meditation for healing, both personal and collective healing. And I look forward to you joining us next week when we honor the second of the Trika Triad, the goddess Pada, and the principle of Jnana Shakti, the principle of knowledge and learning. As always, I would encourage you to spend some time in quiet contemplation before resuming the day or the evening's activities. I want to once again thank everybody who is joining live this evening. And also, I want to thank everybody who'll be watching the recordings of this in the future. So once again, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di. Thank you. Have a wonderful night. Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. Thank you again. Oops, there we go.